Hello! For your second optical illusion, you will also need a piece of paper, a marker. You can have multiple colors if you want, or you can just have one color. Does not matter. If you are a neat freak like Ms. Ziegler is, you might also want to have a ruler. If you don't have one, not a big deal. So go ahead, grab those materials, and we will get going. All right, to get us started, if you want to use a ruler, go ahead and use it. We are making lines with our paper. I like to call it hot dog style. Long ways, and our lines are going along the short edges. All right, so I'm starting at one side using my ruler here, and I'm just making a line down like that. I'm going to keep going across my paper, just making these straight lines. Doesn't matter how far apart the lines are. Doesn't matter if they're super straight or not. And my last one here. All right, so you have a bunch of different sections here. Now, you can choose to use another color if it's going to make it easier for you. I'm going to go ahead and pick a different color just so you all can see it better. You don't have to use a different color though, like I said. And you're just going to draw different shapes. You can choose to write your name in bubble letters. You can choose to just draw random shapes if you want, whatever you think will look cool. I'm going to do a bubble letter Z for Ms. Ziegler. And then I'm going to put some random shapes here. There we go. All right, so I have my shapes all set up. Now you get to color. So it's going to be kind of like checkering, but with a fun little twist. So if you're normally doing a pattern, say I'm coloring black, then white, black, then white, black, then white, black, then white. That's exactly how the pattern is going to go, except when you're inside your shapes, you're going to do the opposite. So for example, this whole column right here, we're going to say that that's black. So I'm going to color in. You can color in way better than I am. I'm just trying to do this fast. I'm going to color in the whole column black, except inside my shape here, I'm going to leave that white. When I go to this whole column is supposed to be white, but when I'm inside my shape, I'm going to color those areas black. You're going to do that across the board for the whole thing, making that pattern of black, then white, black, then white, or whatever colors you all choose to do. I'm just doing it very quickly here, so it's not going to look gorgeous, but art is art, so that's okay. Continuing to follow that pattern. All the way around. I'm almost done. There. So the optical illusion here is if you look really close at your artwork or you look really far away, different parts of it will pop out at different times depending on how your eyes are looking at it. So an example of a much better colored in piece is right here. And you can see how different parts pop out, and you can see different shapes at different times, depending how you're looking at it. So you can choose to do it like I showed you with the columns. You can also choose to do the same thing with checkers. So what I mean by that is making your columns across your whole paper and then making rows as well. Then drawing your shapes or whatever you're choosing to draw in there and coloring based on the checkers. So this one gets a little tricky. Sometimes it can be hard to keep track of, but you all are very bright scholars, so I'm sure you'd be able to figure it out. So you can choose to do a checker form, or you can choose to do the column form, whichever form you think looks best. But that is our second optical illusion for the week. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next week.